Hi everyone, this is Sam Create the Heart, and I'm back with another installment of the Paper Doll collab. This is a collab that's hosted by Poetspice here on YouTube. And the idea behind the collab is to use those dies that we have in our collection to, you have to put them together to kind of make a thing. It could be, in this case, I'm doing a cupcake, I've done an owl, I've done more of a paper doll. There's all different things that you can make. But you know, the dies need a little piecing together to kind of make the thing. They're not quite so easy. And so a lot of us don't maybe use them because they take a little bit of time. So that's what the collab's about. It's about pulling those dies out and using them. So this collab was supposed to be done last month, but it's been extended for one more month for those who want to participate. I've been having a ton of fun. So I've decided to go ahead and continue through this upcoming month. So today I'm using the Boolicious Fall Cupcake. It was the large die of the month. I actually bought this on clearance from Spellbinders, and I am loving all these Spellbinders dies that I have and I don't ever use. So if you have any club dies, I did use some of them so far in this collab. I'm also using this Graveyard Shift die set that I got from Tailored Expressions. It was a freebie. So if you bought something during the week that they promoted or premiered their Halloween collection, this was a short time free gift. So I'm using that one. I'm really glad of it because usually I end up with a lot of free gifts for the same month. So it's kind of nice. So, I'm putting all the pieces together that I'm going to need to make my card as well as to make this cupcake. So the cupcake, there's a lot of options with this. It is a fall die, so there are, you know, things for Halloween. So there's ghosts, there's a witch hat, which I didn't use. There's a couple of different shaped, it's an eyeball, a bat, different shaped pumpkins, a pumpkin face, or you can not use a pumpkin face. There's an acorn, a leaf, made like a maple leaf, a skull. I don't know if I said that. So all these different pieces that you can use to either help decorate the card or to help decorate your cupcake. And so the cupcake comes in a couple of different pieces. So you have your cupcake, and then you have two pieces for your cupcake liner. So I did use some glitter paper to help me with that cupcake liner, and I will tell you that I have the scrapbook.com glitter paper, and I thought it would be really great because you have all these different colors in one, but it cuts my dies terrible. It does not cut all the way through, so I had to use my scissors to help me cut through, and it's not great. And I'm trying to use it up because I have a whole thing of it, but I don't love it. So just a warning that it doesn't cut really well. Might be great to be more used for backgrounds, or like mats, you know what I mean? So just a FYI on that paper, I don't care for it for die cutting. So for the icing, you have a couple of different options on how you do it. There's kind of like a drip. So like if you were doing a more traditional cupcake, for that drip, you might like do it as chocolate or strawberry. In this case, I did it sort of in the orangey kind of color, kind of because my cupcake is orange. But again, this is all like preference. I'm doing a Halloween cupcake, so I've got all the Halloween sort of vibes going on. And then you've got the different pieces for your icing. So you have this one piece, that has a swirl and a drip as well. And so it's got those little kind of poked out holes so that, you know, your cupcake color, whatever's behind that, will kind of peek through a little bit. And so, I mean, you could do different things. You could use like foam to do dimension for your icing. I did not do that. I kind of kept this one a little bit flatter in some ways. Because there's going to be a lot going on with my card, so it was fine. But I just put a little bit of glue at the bottom. I think that you could kind of tuck it, like there's like a line that's kind of cut, so you could do more of a tuck in that line, but I'm not doing that. I'm just putting glue on it and kind of just sticking it down. And actually I put way too much glue on that one because it's going to stick to my mat there. But no worries, it's fine. And then I've got my last little piece right there, which is just going to fit on the top. So this one is patterned a little bit more on the example on the back of the sheet. So, I mean, it just is a nice starting point. You can see I kind of glued that sucker down, so I have to be a little careful. And so for my cupcake, I have a ghost here, and I just cut that out of white, and then I used a little bit of black distress ink, or actually distress oxide that was left on my brush from another project, or actually from doing the main paper for this. You'll see in a second. So that's kind of how I did that. I kind of wanted that look. And then I initially was going to put that pumpkin somewhere else, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and add it to my cupcake just so that you can see that you really could kind of add these different elements to your cupcake. And, you know, you can decorate these cupcakes anyway. I'm going to show you an add-on die set that you could get, but if you have any dies like this, you could see how you could use them in the same way. So once my cupcake is together, I do have that Distress Oxide page. And so to make that, I did the Twisted Citron on the entire page. And then around the edges, I did a Mode Lawn Distress Oxide. And then on the edges, but a little bit less, I did a little bit of Black Soot. And then I hit it with some white watercolor. And so that's how I got that look. So for that little graveyard die, I did use a piece of like glitter paper that I had in my stash. It's actually out from another project, so I just used that because it was the right size and it looks good. So that's what I used for the bottom. I did a little bit of foam on that one so I can tuck my cupcake down below, and then I'm just going to glue that flat because I've got my graveyard kind of in the front with the foam, and so it kind of worked for me. And I didn't really want my eyeball to be sticking out, so I kind of bent it a little bit because I kind of didn't want it sticking off of the edge. So that was just my preference because I wanted it to be easy to throw in an envelope. So it's kind of like hooked over a little bit, but no worries. I am going to do some more decoration. So for my card, I do have that skull, which I'm kind of deciding where I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to end up tucking it kind of behind one of the tombstones, kind of floating around. And then I've got my bats. So I'm going to go ahead and do the bats, and I'm just placing those down with some glue. So these ones maybe would be cute propped up, but they actually really work flat also, so it's totally fine. And then I've got my boo. Now this sentiment, this comes in that cupcake die set. I think they've got a fall, and then, which I'm going to use in my next card, and then they have the boo. So then I'm going to go ahead and place my other bat. So make sure that you follow everyone in the description box. Go ahead and watch their videos and see what they are making. And if you're not a subscriber, I'd love if you were a subscriber because it just helps to know that people are watching, you know, the videos I put up. And so it's just great to support each other. I try to follow as many people as I can myself. So here we go. I did a little bit of enamel dots and that card's done. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples of some other cards. So I do have that other one. And here's the fall one. You can see I decorated the acorn and the leaves, and it says fall y'all on there, or yay fall. And then with this add-on die, so you could do all kinds of other things with this, I made a more Christmassy look. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy with Playing with Hearts.